interviews, one of the banes of my existence. Now I know, you've seen a lot of videos online telling you how or showing you how to succeed or have a successful interview. But I'm not here to tell you that, hey, this is what you have to do to make it successful. I'm just here to give you points and tell you about most of the experiences that I've had ever since I started doing interviews for jobs. Now, to begin with all this, I would like to tell you that English is not my first language, so I might stutter a little bit and make mistakes here and there, obviously. I probably have done it quite a few times as I started. Now, interviews. Well, we all get there some point in our lives after college, university, or maybe you want to find some job because you have a little bit of skills. Now, it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard sometimes when searching for jobs. But once you get your job that you really like, it's just the best way to get your job that you really, really want. Best way for an interview experience. Now, I'm going to be honest with you for a moment here. Now, to start with, it's not always going to be a best experience your first time. Because most of us never really had it, the chance or probably someone to talk to or give an advice for during our first times. Mostly because we have no one or we just feel shy to ask for help or something like that. So I guess that's where YouTube comes in. So I'm making this content for the first timers or maybe someone who is shy, timid, you know, my kind of people. Now, your first time isn't probably going to be great. It is going to be bad. Yeah, I know you weren't really expecting that, but yeah, it is true. You need to understand it. It is probably not going to go well for you. But I'm not here to tell you about all the negatives. I'm just here to make the experience far more better than I ever had. Now, to start, I'd like to tell you that the more experience that you have is what gives you the best time. I've gone on like a million interviews at this point because I'm probably jobless, and I would like to tell you that having more experience during interviews is actually the best way to have a successful interview. Because the more experience that you get, the more confidence you get, and the more comfortable you feel in those stressful situations. Because the first time you get there, you obviously feel a little bit timid, a little bit stressed because you are in the midst of people that you probably do not know, or I've never met your entire life. Now, going for more interviews gives you more opportunity to express yourself and be more comfortable in that scenario. It makes you more confident, more brave, and more susceptible to any kind of question that, any curveball that they may throw along your path. So now, that is the first one. Because for instance, I've had many situations where I've been in the midst of people that they really know and they seem really, really frightening. So it really shook me up. But because I've been on multiple interviews at that point, I was able to get the confidence, the charisma to be able to express myself more. Okay? Now, the second point that I would like to bring up is preparation. Knowing your stuff at the top of your head or on your fingertips before you go. Being prepared makes you more confident when you get there. Because you know what you have to do, you know what you have to say, and that is where the YouTube view comes in. Because you prepared, you know your stuff by head. You know that this is what I have to do, this is what I have to say, this is the kind of job that I'm going to be doing over there. Now with the preparation, you need to understand that you need to get the job info, you need to get, info about the business and where you'll be put, your position, or you do more research on the jobs that is being advertised before you get there. Okay? So yeah, that is when the preparation would help most. And now I would go to the next point, which is what I call mirror acting. It's like the mirror acting would probably be having someone be a stand-in for you. Okay, stand in front of the mirror and act out the interview procedure. Be in front of someone, maybe have a sibling be a stand-in for you, give you feedback on your performance, have someone, a sibling or parents, let that person be there and give you an advice or good feedback, whether it's good or bad, and you can learn more from it. That is the best way to have that practice. So after doing your preparation, knowing what you have to say, and it also gives you a little bit of experience because you know how to talk to people. You understand? Even though you feel more comfortable with your sibling than a stranger, it really helps because 9 times out of 10 they ask you the exact same questions they ask everyone else. So you probably find the answers to your questions online, or you might know it on the top of your head. Okay, now here brings me to the final part. Now this is the most important part of your preparation towards the video, or the most important part of this lesson that I'm about to teach you, which is be genuine, or depending on whether the accent they speak genuine or something like that. So be genuine. Now what I mean is that going through YouTube, will be a lot of videos out there which will tell you that, hey, see this, do that, act in a certain way, or say this type of things. But let me tell you, if you take those advice and you get there as a first timer, you will probably fumble because you know that everything that you're about to say is not true, and you probably fail that interview. Now when you're genuine and you know that this is something that I know about myself and something that I can truly do, it gives you more of that confidence and more of that charisma because you're being genuine. And even if you ask questions or an experience of using those skills or using those abilities, you'll be able to say it and give more examples of it because it's probably your talent or something like that. So when you're genuine in the interview process, it really helps a lot, and I mean a lot. Do not follow these advice on YouTube telling you, hey, tell them that you are confident, tell them that you're brave, tell them that you're resilient, tell them you're the hardest worker ever, because they might give you a question which you may not be able to answer, or you may fumble with the answer. So when you're genuine, it means that it is something that you genuinely believe that you have. It's a good rank that you have. It's an honest skill that you know you have or you believe you have. That will help you do better and give you a better interview results. Now, I'm not saying this to bash all the interview experts out there. I'm not an interview expert. I'm not a communication expert. But this is an advice for somebody who has been interviewing for some time now. I personally do not prepare much when it comes to interviews because I have been going for a few. Most of my time spent home and trying to have a side business to be able to fund my own personal goals. So now this is where the idea came about, because I've given this advice to a few of my friends, which has helped them a lot. Now, I'm not saying having the YouTube videos is bad. All I'm saying is that it is far better to go there being genuine, to go there having your mirror acting, doing preparation, knowing your stuff and knowing what you have to do, what you have to say, and all those things, because these things are part of you. You're not creating it out of thin air in order to please those people, because when you do that, you are surely going to fumble. So please just watch the videos, take advice from them, but do not act one-on-one with what they are telling you to do, because you will definitely fail the interview. Now, if you really want to listen to what I have to say, please go back, rewatch the video, take the advice from my video. It should help you a lot. And if this is the only video that you've watched, I pray that it would help you. And I believe that it would help you to have a successful first interview. So I would like, if this video has helped you in any way, please click that like button, subscribe, and hopefully I will see you again in the next video. Thank you very much.